Hello everyone. See, I hope you don't. I don't have it because I'm using my headset as my speaker. Okay. Now, my name is Somto again, and I am really glad to have this opportunity to share what I've learned so far in the ALX virtual assistant course. So, before I started this course, I always wondered what was the role of a virtual assistant. I've heard of assistants in the office normally in the business of administration, business organization, etc., etc. And then I always wonder, the virtual assistant was actually their role. But now, through these studies I've actually go through, I've understood that the virtual assistant role can be administrative, technical, organizational, even creative. Yeah, I was shocked when I heard that one too. Okay, now, what the VA does, they actually help business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives is, and the teams in the office structure, help them handle work that takes up time. So, so like they can focus on bigger goals. So mainly, we can just say the VA is actually the health standard of the office. That's what we're gonna say. Now, on a day-to-day basis, a virtual assistant might be managing small emails, scheduling meetings or flights, organizing calendars for their boss, and replying to customer questions, doing online research, so many things. Their work consists of so many. When before I started this course, I only had the imagination that the VA can maybe replying email, organizing flights or schedules, but I did not know that the work actually goes beyond that level. Okay. They even help with the social media platform of the organization or the company they are working for. Imagine that. Now, the role is important because a lot of professionals simply can't do everything. Like, we are only human. I, for myself, I can multitask, but there are some branches of multitasking I can actually do. So this course helps me to like understand where the virtual assistant actually comes into the business structure. So now they need somebody like the bosses, the CEOs, the managers. They need somebody dependable to help them stay organized, meet deadlines, and keep things running smoothly. In that way, AVA can help like reduce serious stress in business structure. They save time and they make work very easy. Like, bro, now, one thing I also learned from this course is that being a good VA is more about just knowing how to use tools and software. It takes the right attitude and work habits. Some people might not actually have the right attitude. People will be like, okay, you don't actually need this type of attributes to like start working. But this course helps me to understand like attributes and characters like patience. Patience, that's like one thing I know that is very, very needed in VA work. Patience, resilience, proactive. These are the one of the attributes you need to in a VA work to make you seem professional and even communication because you need to be able to communicate with the customer during customer questioning, etc. etc. Now, a few qualities really stood out to me. Like the first is communication. What I understand, like a strong VA needs to communicate clearly, professional, and respectfully. This is clearly self-explanatory. Since VAs work remotely, communication is one of the main ways trust is built with clients and customers. Whether it's sending emails, giving an update, or asking questions to clarify something, good communication helps to prevent mistakes and keep everything moving in the right direction. So the second quality that actually stood out for me is organization. Now, organization and time management as a whole. I learned that during my ALX pathway because I had to like be setting alarms for my different virtual classes and me juggling school life and online school life. It was very, very difficult, but I was able to do it. So yeah, organization and time management I think is one of the most thing that a VA needs. Virtual assistants like they usually have to handle several tasks at once. So being organized is very, very important, like very important. Knowing how to prioritize, keep track of deadlines, and plan work properly helps make sure that the client gets quality support on time. For example, if a VA is managing a client's calendar and also replying to emails, good Good organization helps them to handle both without missing anything important. Now, the third one is adaptability. Okay, one thing we know, everybody is different, meaning every client is different, every customer is different, and every business has its own way, its own structure, its own pattern of doing things. A good virtual assistant has to be open to learning new tools. Obviously, you cannot just stick to a particular tool. You need to be like very open to learning new things. That's one thing that I actually love about this course because now and you need to learn how to be flexible when priorities change. That ability to adapt is important because it helps a VA stay useful and control growing in the role. Now, what I think about myself, I can see a few strengths I already have that could help me succeed as a virtual assistant. One of my strengths is writing. I write a lot. I think since when I was 7, I write a lot, stories, articles, mostly stories. Like now, I literally have a WhatsApp account where I write stories in. So yeah, I enjoy putting my thoughts into words clearly, and I have a very wild imagination at that. And I think that I can be very useful in this role. It can help me write professional emails, prepare documents, create reports, and even communicate well with my clients or team members. Another strength I am willing to learn, like I'm willing to learn, is patience. I can agree with myself. I am not a very patient person. I am very, very impatient. I get annoyed quickly. So yeah, that's like a role that I am willing to learn and adapt for me to like actually grow as a virtual assistant. Now, I also see myself responsible and dependable. Yes. When I commit to something, I try my best to actually do it properly and on time. I know that reliability matters a lot in this profession because clients need someone they can trust, complete tasks accurately without constant supervision. So yeah, responsibility and dependability is actually one of the things I know I'm good at. At the same time, I know there are still areas I really need to improve. Like I said, my patience and also digital tools. I agree. I'm not really a tech person, but I am willing to learn digital tools. I know some simple digital how to use some simple digital tools like Google Slides, Canvas, spreadsheets, and many more. But I am willing to learn new tools. So far, it actually helps me in my course, like like tools like productivity tools and scheduling platform. I am willing to learn. That's one thing about me. So another area I want to work on is public speaking. I was a very shy kid actually. I was a very shy kid. When it comes to all this debate, they will give it to me, I'll learn it, no problem. On the day of the presentation, I will freeze. I'll literally freeze. I don't know what to say. So yeah, public speaking and verbal communication, speaking confidently in front of others, it does not usually come naturally to me. But I also know it's an important skill and I'm willing to actually learn it. I also want to improve my time management because as responsibility grows, it becomes more important to stay organized and manage multiple tasks as well. And I plan to use planners, calendars, task management tools to help me stay on track and meet deadlines consistently. Now, one of the biggest lessons I am taking from this course is the importance of growth mindset and perseverance. To me, a growth mindset means believing that skills can improve with effort, practice, and learning. Instead of saying, I can't do this, no, that's a lie. You need to create a mindset, you can do this, I will do this. Create a mindset for you. And just remember that progress takes time. You can't just learn something in one day. That's not possible. Perseverance means keep going when things get difficult. Some people some people like when things get difficult, they're just like, bro, I quit. That's not how you actually want. If you want to work as a virtual assistant, you need to like keep going because every career comes with new challenges, new mistakes, and moments of doubt. But perseverance keeps us focused, keep learning, and we should learn how to ask for help when needed and continue improving step by step instead of giving up too soon. As I continue my virtual assistant journey, I want to stay consistent by practicing regularly, learning from feedback, and staying open to new opportunities. I know success won't happen overnight. That's never possible. But I believe every step forward matters to me, bringing closer to me becoming a skilled and reliable virtual assistant. Now, looking ahead, I am genuinely excited about this part. I'm very excited. I look forward to gaining more practical experiences and learning more advanced digital tools. I know there will be challenges, especially when I'm learning unfamiliar systems or trying to balance multiple responsibilities. But I plan to face those challenges with patience, perseverance, determination, etc. So by the end of this program, I hope to become a virtual assistant who is dependable, organized, proactive, and committed to doing high quality work. I want my clients to trust me, value my professionalism, and feel confident when they rely on me for the support of their goals. Finally, I want to thank my instructors, mentors, and everyone who helped make this learning experience possible. This course has given me a much clearer understanding of the virtual assistant profession, and it has encouraged me both to personally and professionally. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.